Greetings and salutations, game fans. Firecracker37 here. After an unfortunate hard drive crash that cost me the mod packs I had installed as well as a healthy backlog of videos, I've decided now that I am back up and running, we're just going to start a new world. It's a lightly modded world. Pretty much the... Well, let's make some tools here. I always forget to do that right off the bat. It's a lightly modded world that we're just going to play in for a bit. You know, get some rockets launched, perhaps. I decided that the YouTube commitments I was starting to make were getting a little bit unreasonable for my real life commitment, so I think I'm going to try and cut back to uploading 3 times a week. We're going to stick with just this series for now, and I'm also going to do streaming intermittently on YouTube because it's fun, and if I'm going to play a game, I just prefer to share it with everybody anyways. Alright, well, we got ourselves a healthy little bit of wood started. No Bob's Mods, no Angel's Ores, just standard common vanilla stuff. So for our normal start here, we're going to plop down some iron. Yeah, I like it like this. And let's take half our wood, and then we'll just put like that many in there. And grab the little bit of stone that we're going to need by hand. While we do all this, I'll go over the mod pack a little bit. The first one that's on the list that's pretty easy to notice is called Arumba Light. You'll see, even though it's dark out, we've got a nice wide circle around us to make sure we can see everything. It's a great YouTube mod. We also have Auto Deconstruct, Auto Research, Autofill, and Auto Trash. Those all pretty much do exactly what you'd expect them to. When a mining drill becomes empty, it will mark it for deconstruction, so it'll have the big red X on it, and a robot will automatically get it if there's one in range. Auto Research just keeps our research queue going with things at the lowest possible cost each time. Auto Trash, we can set thresholds for items in our inventory to not craft or not keep more than what we need, like belts and whatnot, and it'll just automatically put any extras into our trash slot for us, which is nice. And the next mod is Bottleneck. You see these little green dots here. They are showing that both of these, or all 4 of these machines, are working at peak speed and efficiency. Ensuring that things are going as quick as they can. I want to move this actually. Alright, there we go. We'll just throw a little bit of wood in there so we've got some stone auto mining. So yeah, Bottleneck's a mod that I enjoy. Just a nice little quality of life. We also have crafting speed research. I'm forever crafting things in my inventory. This just makes it a little bit faster. Not too crazy of a mod. Got a whole bunch of rocks here. And it also gives us something to research as we progress, because we'll run out of research long before we run out of things to do. We have EvoGUI. It's the evolution GUI. It's up here, shows us how long our game's been going on and how evolved the biters are, so we just know what to expect when we go into a biter's nest. FARL, the fully automated rail laying machine. It's just a train you drive that lays the rails in front of it. Nice way to increase the speed at which you lay your rails. Initial scan, as you see our map right here, shows quite a bit of room. That's what initial scan does. It just increases that. We have resource spawn overhaul, which I guess I'll go ahead and talk about now. We have 1 stone, 1 iron, 1 copper, 1 coal deposit in our starting zone, and we'll have to go quite a ways out to find new deposits. As you see, there's some copper there, some stone there, some iron there. Long story short, we're gonna need some trains. Long reach, it just lets me click on things that I'm not standing right next to. It's pretty nice. It's a very basic mod. I don't feel like walking around is an important part of playing the game. You can use it to cheese the biters a little bit, but I try really hard not to do that by just throwing turrets down at a safe distance. We have a RSO radars mod, which just makes the radars scan a little further and require a good bit more power. So you don't need nearly as many of them. It's good when you're using resource spawn overhaul. Go get that guy running. Next 2 mods, more quality of life mods. We have a mod called Squeak Through, which lets you walk between things you normally wouldn't be able to walk between, like these things right here. And tree collision, which just makes the collision box on the trees a little bit smaller so that you're not constantly getting bumping into trees. Pretty nice little quality of life ones. We have a warehouse mod, which adds a warehouse building that can be researched. It's just a really, really big chest, both in storage size and on the ground footprint. I think it's like a 6x6 or 5x5 tile. And the last one is YARM Fork, yet another resource monitor, which is a device we can click on an ore patch with, and it'll tell us how long that ore patch has left versus the amount of mining that we're doing from it. Alright, we should be able to make a good bit more of these. So we want 5 more of these, 1 of these, and that's good for now. We're going to bump our coal production way up. Like that. And then we'll also come up here and get ourselves a copper going. 2 coppers going. Autofill there is putting a little bit of coal in each of the things we plop down. It won't last very long, but it's good enough to get started. Let's take half of it, put it in there. Half and put it in there. And there we go, long reach, working good for us. So we want 5, 6 of these. We're going to want more furnaces. We're going to go up to 8 of these miners, and that should give us just enough production to get all of our early game stuff built without much fuss. We'll just let this stuff craft up. Alright, good enough. Alright, there we go. I don't like the way that I have those lined up, so there we go. It's all temporary, it doesn't really matter, but and you can have that. But for the short little period that we're going to be looking at it, I want to make sure it looks nice. Alright, so we should be well on our way to being able to get our first stuff going here. fill up on some fuel. We're going to need to manually chop down some more trees, unfortunately. Just going to dump a whole bunch of coal in those guys, let them work while we get up to, I don't know, at least 50 logs. But it's a nice desert start at least, so we're not inundated with trees that we absolutely have to cut down. Also not a huge desert, so we need trees. We'll be able to find them. There we go. That's more than we need. Alright, so we need one of those. 14 of those. Ooh boy, we are. There we go. Running low on the coal over there. And that guy's out, but I think that'll be okay for now. Well, 10 of those. We've got everything to build it. We are going to need more stone, so let's... And we'll throw half a stack of stone in there. Let's see, what's a good place to build our power? I think we'll build our power in a vertical column going up this way, and then we'll route the coal there, there, and it'll always get to our power. So, sounds fantastic to me. We just need some more iron to make this dream a reality. So, that should be a good start. Man, we just need... We've got another miner, right? No, I think I missed. I did. Get back here. There we go. Oh, we can make 9. It's a start. We're also going to want 14 of those boilers. That's what I'm waiting for the resources to make. It's just a good ratio that takes the... It makes the most use out of your underground pump. It gives you the most energy for your buck there. If you're new to Factorio, memorizing the ratio isn't that big of a deal because it's about to change in the next update. Anxiously waiting for the next update, and I'm probably going to start a hearted modded world once things get updated to the 0.15 update. Do some Bob's mods and Angel's Ores in the new version. Well, there we go. That's a start. Craft up all sorts of stuff here that we're going to need. All the track. All the track. And let's come up here and get started. So start our pump line right here. We're going to go, I think, 2 full underground belts once we have them crafted up here. To the north. Oh, it's this part of the game that makes me wish that we had crafting speed research. I could just make less stuff and we could get going a little quicker, but I'm just going to have to make it all pretty quick anyways. So there we go. We're going to put 1 pipe there in case for some reason or another we ever have to put a pump there. We shouldn't, but... And like that. And then we're going to go 1 more underground pipe. Just curious, does that work? No. Let's go. I can never remember the spacing on these exactly. I'm pretty sure we can make it even. Is that good? Yes, that is perfect. Now if I can only remember it, and they won't actually be connected right there, but good. Let's plop down all these steam engines. Ooh, I figured for sure we were going to have to cut down some trees there. And then we'll get these electric poles all plopped down. Go get more materials, and then we'll start running for the power. Our coal deposit is not the biggest, which always seems to be the case. I'm terrible at long distance clicking. Alright, well let's just start. Let's fill up as much of those as we can. We'll grab half of this and throw it in there. And we'll just kind of keep an eye on things. Oh, there we go. Lots of stone, so that's cool. Need to go into production. We're going to make 2 of these guys, 2 mining drills. And we're going to queue up more belt, because I know we just don't have near enough belt. Yeah. There, that should be more than good enough. And we're just going to start these guys right here on the edge so that we don't have to disturb our other miners. So there we go. We've got the belt running over there. Now we just need to get some power coming down this direction. Go over 2, and then we'll just run straight down. And we'll come over. There we go. I knew there had to be a place to put it. Alright, so we have coal coming down. Pick up all the materials we can here. Let's get... Just want to make sure this iron keeps producing. There we go. Everything should be good for at least a little bit. And let's queue up $30 packs. Let's change our resource to automation, and I don't remember if I have it set up. So options, other, single player game pauses when a research is completed. We want to make sure that's activated at first, otherwise it's going to go from automation to armor crafting, because that's the cheapest research, and that is not what we're going to want, because we want logistics for our second research. So we're just going to put our science factory there. while we wait, we're gonna start crafting up a bunch of furnaces. Just keep things fueled. So we have ourselves a nice little starter base. We're starting to collect all sorts of resources here. Good enough to get our first base up and running. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. Between episodes, I'm going to get automation and logistics 1 researched. When we come back next time, we're going to set up our simple automation around red research packs, and we're also going to start on our smelting line. So thanks for tuning into my video. If you liked what you just watched, make sure to click that thumbs up button down there. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to see when new uploads come available. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.